let the sun shine down on you. Remove the days where I feel blue.
Hello and welcome to my channel. For those of you who do not know, which is probably all of you, my name is Ashley Turner. I am an aspiring indie author, and I wanted to build this channel so that I can kind of take you through the journey that I've been experiencing with publishing, writing, editing, pretty much doing everything for my book on my own, what that experience has been like, and what type of tips and tricks that I can give you guys to use on your own indie. If you're interested in learning more things about being an indie author, type of steps that you need to take in order to start the writing process, all of those things, then don't forget to hit that notification bell, that subscription bell, and that like button, because I'm going to do my best to try to post at least twice a week, and that's at the least as twice a week, because I record a lot, but it's mostly for my TikTok page, and I'm trying to grow my Instagram as well as my YouTube channel. So with doing that, I wanted to come on here, just kind of introduce myself, kind of tell you guys the book that I'm writing, letting you guys in on some release dates and some news that will be coming up shortly here. So if you're ready, let's get into the video. So if you're wondering, what is my genre? It is young adult fantasy, I would say with a little bit of romance as of now. I started my writing journey a few years back, I believe the first time, so it's a big story, and I'll just give you like a wrap up of how I even began the journey of becoming a writer. I wrote a book back in 2013. It was 301 or 2 pages. The book was completely done as far as being typed out. I didn't get through the editing process or the publishing process, anything like that. But in my journey, there was someone who knew that I was writing the book. At the time, the original book was based around witches and things like that. And they felt that the book wasn't something that I should be writing, because at the time I was, coming into religion, all this, whatever. So long story short, that book, I deleted it. Every copy, every trace of the book. But back in 2000, I believe, 17, 18, something had just been nagging at me to go back and rewrite my book, but this time write it better. And with doing so, I've been writing this book that was originally supposed to be a standalone book since 2018. It is officially 2024, getting ready to be 2025. The book is officially finished. However, it has evolved into a 4-book series. So that's pretty much the story behind how I became an indie author, or how I'm becoming an indie author. No experience, no videos that I watched to tell me how to write, none of that. I literally just had a story in my head and decided, I'm just going to write. I'm just going to write this story, no matter how it sounds, no matter, the grammar, none of it. I just wrote the story down. And in doing that, over the years, I've learned different things, the, do's and don'ts. And even still with that, I don't try to be so specific with feeling like because you're an indie author or because you're a young adult fantasy author that I have to write this way because what else is doing. But that's a whole nother story. So that is the story of how I got started writing. Did I take any classes? Did I have any experience with it? Absolutely not. Do I feel like my writing has advanced and has enhanced over the last years of me originally writing it back in 2013? Absolutely. Next question. What is my book about? It is based around a African-American Black girl who is 16 years old, and she is graduating from high school. She's homeschooled. She lives with a single mom. Her father passed away before she was born. And as she approaches, coming into adulthood and responsibilities, she's realizing there are certain things in her life that her mom is trying to keep from her. And though she's noticed it in the past, she never thought to ever question it. And now that she is questioning things and things are starting to happen, phone calls and letters and stuff like that, she's realizing that there's a secret that the mom is keeping. And she wants to understand why the mom has never talked to her about what happened to her father. in the midst of this, she decides to run away to a long lost grandmother that she barely knows, actually doesn't know at all, because the mother has been keeping her away from her. And as she arrives to this new destination, things in her life begin to unravel, secrets begin to unfold, and she gets in this, I don't know if it's a love triangle or it's basically she meets this boy that at the time wants nothing to do with her, and then she meets another boy who is actually the original boy's arch enemy. And then there's this back and forth between like a love triangle. But with that, there's actually a fourth person, which is both of these boys' ex-girlfriends. So it's a lot of, just understanding what's going on in her life, what the drama is, why are these people, at each other's necks, how is she involved, why is everybody so drawn to her? And in the mix of it, she finds out that the world that she thought was normal turns out to be everything but. So without giving too much away, it is a young adult fantasy / romance. I guess that's pretty much how you can sum it up. Why did I start my YouTube channel? Why did I start an author's YouTube channel? I have a regular personal YouTube channel that's based around self-development, but I wanted these two things in my life to be separate because I realized going through this journey as an indie author, not really knowing what I was doing. Yes, there were like a lot of YouTube channels and a lot of places that you can find like-minded people, but I didn't find that up until literally maybe a year ago. So I didn't really know about all the YouTube videos that you can use to learn to, hone in on your skills and to edit and to do the publishing and the formatting and all of this. I didn't understand that, and I didn't know that that was available for me. So a lot of this I was doing on my own or trying to find, outsourcing someone to edit my book, someone to, help me with my cover and all these things. So for my first initial book, I am completely doing everything on my own. Is that a good idea? I don't know. I guess you would have to be the judge if you decide to read my book. But I understand that there are certain things that you do need to outsource and there are certain things that you need help with. But as an indie author, it can get very expensive for you to publish your book on your own with editors anywhere from $1,300 to $3,000, right? And in majority of the time, for some of the editors that you reach out to, that's just a one-time edit. So what about when you go in and you have to revise things and you have to remove things? And, if you can't find the perfect person, I have things that I've done that I felt have worked for me. Not that you have to use any of those things, but that is the reason why I decided to start my author YouTube channel. So that maybe you can't afford an editor, but you can afford someone to do your book cover. Or maybe you can afford the book cover, but not the editor. Or maybe you need to know, where do I even start to write a book? Because a lot of people feel like you need to have this outline. And for the most part, you do, which is how I started mine. But I didn't have the directions that you can get. So with me feeling that way, I want to be able to come to this platform and share what I've learned with all the other authors or all the other writers. What can you expect from this channel? Like I said, the minimum I will be posting is twice a week. We will be talking about outlining your book, creating your characters, character development. Now, mind you, I'm saying this, none of this is going to be in order. Depends on what I'm working on so that I can record it for you so you can understand it, so that you can use it for your own. I've also been working on, creating my book cover, getting on KDP. I'm going to be learning how to get on Barnes & Noble, as well as a few other sites. Then we're going to talk about different softwares that I use in order to edit my book and what I use to write in. So there aren't a lot of big specific things, but all the tiny things that some of them are big. All the things that I learned in the process of me writing this one book that is now turned into 4, I want to share that with you. So if that's something that you're interested in, like, subscribe, and don't forget to come back because we're going to be posting twice a week to get the information you need. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My release date, I will be letting you guys know soon, and when you can look forward to seeing, my website, getting some newsletters and etc. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.
Let the sun shine down.